Hey everyone, live again. Thanks to those who are waiting there for me to go live. So what I'd like to do in this video is, talk about the new Microsoft products that have been announced. There's been quite a few, and I've kind of skimmed through some of them. So I've skimmed through some of the major announcements and kind of got a brief idea of it, but when I'm doing this live stream, I will be reading a lot of this for the first time. But I think that's a good thing, because what I'd like to do is look at these new products. There's a phone, there's a couple of new laptops and things like that announced. Quite a big event, quite a big announcement, as far as what they've announced. Quite surprising they've put it all into one big major event, but they've got the Surface Neo, Surface Pro X, Surface Earbuds, Surface Pro 7, Surface Laptop 3 as well. So there's a lot to go through, but I'll wait until a few of you guys are live, a few of you guys are chatting, then I'll jump in. I'm looking forward to checking more of this out though. And hold on now, just check something is okay. But hey Nollis, Microsoft doing an Apple. Well, I don't know if they've got the black polo necks. I don't know if they've got the black polo necks on or not. But yeah, one of the biggest things to say up front is that I've got the Microsoft Surface Pro 6, which is how I'm actually looking at comments. I've got it separately now because I don't have the dual Visa mount, and it uses this Surface Pro connector instead of Type-C. And this is what they have used since the start. It's what the dock uses. It's what everything else uses. Any kind of accessory uses the Surface connector. But they're moving away from that and they're going to Type-C. Long overdue. It's a little bit annoying I didn't get the version that did have that. But the Surface Pro connector has not been a major problem. It just means that you can't connect Thunderbolt docks, Type-C docks and all that. As far as an accessory point of view, you've always been tied into basically their system. You're tied into what they have, and it's, again, as you say, Norlis, Microsoft doing an Apple. It's kind of that way of thinking, where when you use a proprietary, is that the word, connector, you're kind of forced to buy their unique accessories, and they're always expensive. That's the problem with it. But they are moving away to Type-C. Everything should be Type-C. Everything should be Thunderbolt. So what I'm going to do is jump over to my browser. We'll jump over to my browser. Now, there's a lot of websites I could check this on. If you look online, Microsoft Surface, there's lots of people talking about these new products. Usually, there's a few people that have got a kind of heads up with what's there. Yeah, Universal's generally better than all this. Generally speaking, I would say it is. But you can see here that there's a lot of I'll get the comments up. There are a lot of different websites covering this event, as you would expect. So I just picked the Verge there because they've got a good summary of it for us to look through. So you can see there, Microsoft's annual Surface event is wrapped up. Close to 10 new products, including the surprising Surface Duo, the phone that runs on Android. Also Windows 10X, the Surface Neo, Surface Pro X, Surface Earbuds, Surface Pro 7, and Surface Laptop 3. The latter of which is available in 2 sizes. So let's just get through these one by one, and then you can give me my thoughts on it. Give me your thoughts on it. My God, I'm talking like an idiot tonight. I think I need my bed. Right, I'll close their official Twitter account because it's not really telling you much. So this is the phone coming out, released holiday 2020. Does that mean Christmas 2020? I don't know. I'll need to check out. Microsoft surprises with new foldable Surface Duo phone running Android. It runs Android. It will release holiday 2020. So it will feature 2 5.6-inch displays, allowing it to be fully unfolded as a miniature 8.3-inch tablet. Can rotate 360 degrees. I think this is the way that things should go. I don't know about you guys. I think this is the way that things should go. I recently sold my tablet because it was going for a good price. I sold my dad's tablet, and I've just got my phone at the moment. But I do miss a tablet. But this kind of makes sense. Why have two devices when you can have just one that does it all? I don't know if it says anything about specs here. Oh, it does actually. Powered by a Snapdragon 855, but elements of the design has not been finalised yet. I suspect they'll maybe upgrade that next year. If it's out next year, they'll maybe go for the 6.5. I think, yeah, it's interesting. So you've got the Neo on the left. We've not looked at that yet, but the Neo is on the left and the Surface Duo is on the right. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what that's all about. What I'll do actually, guys, I'll post the Verge page just so you can see what I'm following just now. Now, this is one that I do like. This is one that I do like the look of. Windows 10X, a twist on Windows 10 made for multi-screen devices. So this is designed for dual screens. Stripped down version of Windows. They've done this a few times in the past, haven't they? Like where they've got like they've did like a light version of Windows, one that, obviously they've did ones for like basic kind of, not Chromebooks, but that kind of style where you can use, what was the version of Windows 10 called before, where it was like a light version but then you could upgrade to the full version. But they've did this before for lighter devices, less powerful devices. So they say that it's made for dual screen and foldable PCs. Existing Windows 10 computers won't be upgradable. So yeah, it will be specifically made for these devices. I reckon we'll see a lot of devices being made for this, from Dell, Asus, all the usual suspects, Lenovo. According to the, let's see if it says anything else in the Microsoft website. A version of Win 8 for phone tablets. Yeah, but there's a version of Windows 10. That's what I'm thinking of, Nollis, in fact. There is a version of... No, that's going to be actual versions. There's like a light version of Windows 10 that was put into certain laptops. Windows 10 Lite. Maybe that's what it is. Or Windows S. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Windows S. Yeah, it's Windows S I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. Windows S. But basically, it was like a kind of stripped down version designed for tablets and that kind of thing. But you could, if you wanted to upgrade, there was an option to say upgrade to the full version. But then you couldn't go back the way. I don't know. So here's Windows X dual screen PCs in 2020. Again, this is another idea that I like. Kind of similar to the phone idea of a foldable phone. But obviously, the screens will be larger here. We've seen a lot of kind of ideas like this before, and even recently we've seen a few laptops that have incorporated a second screen, like kind of just above the keyboard. Seen a lot of that kind of thing going on. Obviously, Apple have got like the touch bar, but there's a few companies who've got laptops out just now that have went for the full screen display, and it does make sense as far as buttons and being able to customize things. But this is just two screens. I mean, I'll be curious to see how it would actually work, though, in practice, as far as how applications, etc., would take advantage of it. So, okay, where does it say here? Always connected with a modern OS, Wi-Fi, LTE 5G will just work. A brand new start menu. Let's see what that's all about. Is that really news? A start menu? They're not even showing me it. I don't know. I like the idea, though. I like the idea of Microsoft supporting these dual screen devices. Yeah, I think it looks good. The dual screen Surface is called the Surface Neo multi-screen device. Two 9-inch displays with a sturdy 360 degrees hinge. Itself isn't foldable. The screen isn't foldable. Ah, right, okay. Right. So it runs on a new version of Windows called Windows 10X. I mean, this is kind of the same idea as the Duo as far as having a dual screen. We're still awaiting more details from Microsoft, but just from looking at, you can see that the new Surface clearly has 2 screens instead of a single one that folds. I mean, this is always something that people have kind of speculated that this is where things are going. This is where, the industry is going. This is where tech is going. It kind of makes sense. The only problem with something like this, obviously, and the biggest concern with something like this would be the keyboard. Now, who was it that had that? Was it Lenovo or someone else had a tablet out the other year, and it was basically a dual screen tablet, but one of them was used like for a keyboard, a virtual keyboard. And as you would expect, typing on it was, not the best, to put it that way. So I think that will be the next thing they have to sort out with screens like that. Well, I don't know. We'll see. The fold hinge technology is definitely something that they'll have to work on. But I don't know, like a regular laptop does have a hinge. It does fold. So if you look at Lenovo laptops and all this, like things that, just, there's a lot of Lenovo ones that just go straight. They almost go down to 180 degrees. Was it the X line? And then, they're folded back and forth a lot. Now, obviously, if it goes all the way around, I mean, this technology is already here as far as the foldable ones go, because you've had the flippable Windows laptops for a few years now, but I don't know. I mean, for me, it's more the keys. That's the worry there. It's just the keys more than the actual hinge or anything like that. But they have got experience with hinges, but I guess these things will be tested for like 100,000 bends or something like that. I don't know. Surface Pro X. So this is a new Surface laptop, a new ARM-based laptop. So what's it saying here about it? It's been expanded from a 12-inch panel on the old Surface Pro to a 13-inch display. Company says based on the thinnest bezels, custom variant of Snapdragon 8CX. Surface Pro X looks like a regular Surface Pro with a similar form factor and chassis, although they've added new rounded edges for the corners instead of the more angular Surface design. Added a new dock for the stylus. The stylus has got a new battery in it. Hinge and bracket, yeah. The Surface Pro the Surface Pro X itself weighs just 1.68 pounds, 5.3 millimeters thin. What's 1.68 pounds? What's that in grams? Because I think the Surface 760. Well, that's basically what the old one. Well, in fact, that is quite impressive actually, because my Surface Pro 6 here is about 750 grams, but that's just the tablet. When you add in the keyboard, it goes up to like 1,200 grams. So, by the sounds of it, this laptop here is the screen and the keyboard at around 750 grams. So that's light. That's very light. Very light. Don't get me wrong, this thing will be expensive. Everything you're looking at here, will be expensive. Saying here, available from November 5th, $999. Oh, hold on, what's this comment? The company says it's stretching that power as far as it can, getting 3 times more performance per watt than the Surface Pro 6. Per watt. Right. So, it's not going to generate as much power, but yeah. Well, that's always been a sticking point with these things as well. You can't replace the RAM, you can't replace the hard drive, you can't change anything. You can't change anything at all. And you're kind of forced into buying, the best system that you can and you can afford. I opted for the 8GB one. I would have liked a 16GB. I had 16GB before, but it's a very good point though, Norris, because this has always been a problem in Microsoft Surface products. The price, the fact you can't upgrade and all that. Yeah, paying a premium. There's a lot of things I do love about this. So, this laptop, the webcam is excellent. Best in any laptop or anything like that tablet I've ever seen. The speakers are great. The microphones are really good. Obviously, don't replace a mic, but compared to any smartphone microphone, compared to any laptop microphone, you know, the microphone, speakers, webcam, all that's really, really good. But where the you know, where the problems come in is the customization options. I paid about $8.50 for this. For me to jump up to the 16 gigabyte model for the same amount of storage, I was basically going to have to pay double the price, which is insane. Yeah, you know, Apple's the same, you know, as far as you can't customize things. And a lot of other brands are going down the same route as well. A little bit annoying, but this does look good though, because if you want something light, if you want something portable, this is what you'll be looking at. Now, you know, kind of go back to what I was saying there though. As far as power goes, I would have liked this to be 16 gigabytes, this one here, right? But when I bought this, I kind of bought this recognizing that this isn't going to ever be my main device. I need a separate laptop for that. I need a separate laptop with a 4K display, Thunderbolt 3, with better GPU performance, relegating this one more to a tablet travel type of thing where I'm mostly doing emails, light video type of stuff. But when you relegate it to that and you realize that that device is only being used for that, well, then you realize, well, I'm just paying a hefty premium for a basic tablet laptop type of thing. But these things are getting more powerful. They are getting more powerful, that's for sure. I do like the look of that. I must admit, I do like the look of that. Wireless earbuds. So, yeah, every company seems to be joining this battle as well, trying to design the best wireless headphones. The Surface headphones before were very popular. The ones over ear headphones, very, very popular, but very expensive as well. $249. Wow. They certainly look different. I'll give it that. What do you think of that, guys? What's your view on that? Would you wear those headphones? Would you wear those earbuds? Right, so it says that Surface earbuds have all-day comfort. They make contact with your ear in two places, and with included carrying case, up to 24 hours of battery life. 8 hours of continuous playback on a charge. Right. So I've seen a lot of companies market their earphones this way, where they say up to 20 hours, up to 15 hours, and then it'll be a little asterisk where it's basically the charging case gives you that. But I think 8 hours in one charge, yeah, that'll be fine for most people, because when you put it back into the little charging case, you'll get 24 hours total. Don't follow trends with wireless earphones. I'd make earless What's this? I'd make earless wirephones. I thought I was going crazy there reading that. I'm like, what does that say? I mean, it's hard, you know, headphones like that. I think from a tech point of view, it's quite hard to review things like that. You know, from my point of view, I think it's quite hard to review headphones like that. I've got a review coming of this soon. I need to unbox them, but you know, even just headphones like this, it is quite hard to talk about. It's quite hard to talk about headphones, if you know what I mean. It's like, oh, you know, it's quite bassy, it's good, and all that kind of thing. But as far as comfort goes, headphones and earphones, it's quite a personal thing. Like, I've got a lot of friends that swear by certain headphones, and I've tried them on and I hated them. So, just another long line of stupid gags that go over my head, no doubt. Yeah, I've always found it hard to review headphones in a good way, because I think that, you know, comfort and all that, it's a very personal thing. A lot of people prefer different styles. They look huge. Looking at that lady with the headphones, they look massive. They absolutely look massive. But if they sound good and the mic quality and all that's good, then yeah, so be it. Not a cheap thing to buy. Right, the Daddy. 2 more things left. We've got that and the Surface Laptop 3, but the Surface Pro 7 Type C. This does not have Type C. This has the Surface port. So it now has Type C. It will launch October 22nd, starting at $249. Still has a 12.3 inch display. Still has the Surface Type keyboard and Surface Pen, but the Surface Pen, I believe, is getting an upgrade as well. The Surface USB I'm looking at this part. The USB-C port takes the place of the mini display port found in the previous models. Ah, right, okay. So it's not Thunderbolt 3. So does this still use a Surface connector then? I might have been wrong earlier. This might still use the Surface Connect. So maybe I was wrong earlier on. I thought earlier on that the Surface Pro 7 would use, well, they were replacing the Surface port, but reading this, it looks like they're just replacing the mini display port for Type-C. So it'll be Type-C alt display mode for powering monitors, 4K monitors and all that. So it's allowed Microsoft to stick with its proprietary Surface connector. Okay, well, looks like my Surface connector, my Surface connection cable has not been downgraded. So there's a USB-C port now instead of mini display, but okay, Intel's 10th generation processors configured in a range of options with dual core i3, quad core i5 and i7. I wouldn't get the dual core. Base model starts with 128 and 4GB of RAM. Why are they still doing that basic version? But you can customize the Surface Pro up to 1TB and 16GB of RAM. So they haven't really changed a lot there from a spec point of view. They've got the latest generation of Intel mobile processors, laptop mobile processors. But they've still got the Surface connection port. I suspect they've still got a USB 3.0 port. Maybe they've upgraded it to USB 3.1. Well, then maybe they've got 3.0 and 3.1. Maybe that's what the Type-C is. It's kind of, I mean, the Surface, excuse the pun, and the Surface, it does look like it's kind of more of the same. It will be good. It will be more powerful. But I think people coming from the 6, it's a minor upgrade, so it's not maybe something I'll upgrade to. But if you're coming from the 4 or 5, you might upgrade. So the last one, Surface Laptop 3. I think this is the last announcement. 15-inch model and USB-C. It's kind of annoying that they went, I mean, it's all good that it's a step in the right direction with USB Type-C, but I'm surprised they haven't went with Thunderbolt 3. Just because Thunderbolt 3 opens so many different possibilities as far as using eGPUs, as far as faster hard drive connections, as far as Thunderbolt 3 docks, which allow you to do everything. You're still limited bandwidth-wise with a USB-C connection. It's kind of weird as well. They keep saying the USB-C port rather than saying USB 3.1, Gen 1 or Gen 2. They're not explaining it. You know, a USB-C port could be the connection to a GoPro camera or your smartphone. They're not exactly stating exactly which port it is, but I suspect USB 3.1, hopefully Gen 2. Okay. You will get, so they've got a 3:2 aspect ratio still, 15-inch laptop, quad-core, 10th generation Ice Lake Intel Core processor, twice as fast as the Surface Laptop 2, 3 times as fast as a MacBook Air. Ryzen Surface Edition chips, right. 15 watt processors. Okay, right, so the keyboard, reduced key travel at 1.3 millimeters. Removable hard drive in the Surface Laptop 3. Ah, that's a very good thing. I like that. That's something they really need in the Surface Pro range. 11.5 hours of battery life. The Surface connector is still there, but they do have Type-C as well. Starts at $1,000, which probably translates as £1,200 in the UK. Across the board, though, I mean, these things are expensive. But what I will say is, you know, someone that's got the Surface Pro 6, they are expensive. They're very expensive, but they are made well. If you look after them, you'll be okay. But different things like the speakers and the webcam and all that, they're a lot better than other laptops. I think the phone looks interesting, though. I do think so. And I think the dual tablet laptop thing looks good as well. But I think as a regular laptop, the Surface X looks like the lightest one. Surface Pro 7, more of the same. And then you've got the Surface Laptop 3. It's a big announcement. You know, they've got a lot of things there. What I will say is that before I bought this one, I went into Curry's and I looked at a lot of the different, you know, Surface laptops and all that. And when you go into a shop, a tech shop such as Curry's or any kind of tech shop, and you look at something like a Surface laptop or a Surface Book, you really do start to appreciate how nice these machines are. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But the same can be said about a lot of things, such as the Apple MacBook Pro, such as the Dell XPS range. These things are light, they're powerful. Powerful's, maybe that's not the right word to use. They're powerful for what they are, as far as a light device, but obviously they're not going to replace a gaming laptop. But they are beautiful devices. They're great to type on and all that as well. Well, I know what I would say though about this one is, because this isn't, this is like a tablet keyboard that connects to it. A little bit light, kind of flimsy. It's not the same as typing on a full laptop keyboard, a regular keyboard, but it does work well for how I use it, as far as just using it, 10 minutes at a time, half an hour at a time, or 2 hours at a time if I'm traveling. But there's a lot to be said here about what they've done here. There's a lot of big products here being released. I think the dual screen ones and the Surface Pro X might get a lot of the attention, but I suspect from a sales point of view, it might be the Surface Pro 7 and the Surface Laptop 3 that get most of the sales. But we're interesting to see how they all do, even the earphones, see how they all do, see how they all perform. So what do you think, guys? What do you think about these new products? I think here in the UK, we saw this with Apple as well. Apple released, their iPhone 11 and all that, and see, one of the models was $999. It was like $1,100 or something like that, or $1,050 in the UK. So in the places there where it was saying $999, it's probably going to translate to £1,100, £1,200 in the UK. I suspect they're probably going to do that. It's going to be expensive. Microsoft Surface products have always been very expensive. They have, but it's one of those things. There are alternatives out there, but I still think that when it comes to hybrid 2-in-1 laptops and light laptops in that kind of form factor, I don't think there's many other companies out there doing it as well as Microsoft right now. I really don't think so. But there are good alternatives out there from Lenovo, from a few other companies that are doing foldable 2-in-1 laptops and all that. So it's all good. It's all good. It'll be interesting to see how the Windows X thing is picked up by other companies as well. The Windows X software. I think that'll be interesting to see, because I like the idea of the portable devices for that. So let me know what you think, guys. I'm going to call it quits of this. Let me know what you think. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, Norlis. And I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. I've got some more product reviews coming soon. But yeah, let me know what you think about all these products. I think they look quite good. But yeah, I'm going to have to pay a lot of money for them. It's Microsoft. It's Microsoft Surface. You're going to have to pay for these products, and you're going to have to pay a lot of money. From my point of view, though, Surface Pro 6, I don't think there's enough to upgrade yet, but maybe in a year. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Knowledge, for commenting, and I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Cheers, guys.